what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be talking about the upcoming Hot Toys The Amazing Spider-Man 6 scale Spider-Man figure. Now I must admit this was definitely surprising news. I wasn't expecting this. So now we're getting like a new version of the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man from The Amazing Spider-Man, which I always was a fan of. I always thought that one was an awesome Spider-Man film. But this particular version, I guess you can call it like 2.0, and as usual, Hot Toys will have two different versions. You have like the standard version, and then you will also have like a deluxe version, which comes with like this like huge, I think, light tower, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, where he was fighting like the lizard at the end of the film, like the Oscorp Tower. So it comes with like a diorama stand based on that, because it looks like it's pretty high too. But yeah, I'm gonna get into this right now. Okay, here's the Hot Toys The Amazing Spider-Man 6 scale Spider-Man figure. Now, this was definitely a surprise to me. I really was not expecting this one. And it looks so amazing. So this will definitely be a must-buy for me. And as you can see, this is really like a 2.0 version of the previously released The Amazing Spider-Man figure from Hot Toys, which they released like many years ago. So like this is like an updated version, which I think even has like some new accessories. I'm not too sure if the 1.0 version came with these particular accessories, but he does have some very awesome accessories now, which also make the figure stand out. Plus we get the updated Peter Parker, or you could say Andrew Garfield head sculpt, which looks like battle damage, so I think that's awesome. And plus if you get like the deluxe version, it comes with like a light tower where he fought the lizard at the end of the film, so I think that's even awesome news too as well. The Amazing Spider-Man 6 scale figure from Hot Toys will come with like a new head sculpt based on the likeness of Andrew Garfield, and it's a pretty solid likeness too as well. He also has like the separate rolling eyeballs. He has a mask head sculpt too as well. Plus he will have like a variety of accessories, like he have like a skateboard, which I think is awesome. He has a backpack, a cell phone, a camera with strip, and a Spider-Man mask. Plus as usual, like the web effect, or you can say the web accessories. But there's also like a deluxe version, which will come with a LED lighted diorama base, which takes place like on the Oscorp Tower roof, where you can remember where he fought the lizard, which is always an awesome scene to me. But there's also like a special edition version in selected markets, which will have like an addition pair of eyepieces and like an external flash accessory for the camera too as well. So he's packed full of accessories. Now I think the likeness to Andrew Garfield is pretty good on this figure. It does like he has like a lot of hair and it's like sculpted, but still is like a pretty solid like likeness to Andrew Garfield. If anything, from my opinion, if I'm not mistaken, it looks like he's kind of aged, like he looks older than he looked in the film, but I could be wrong. But I like how he's like battle damage, how you can see like the scars and they're like bloody too as well, like on his face. I think that's awesome that Hot Toys is going that route, giving us like more bloody type accessories, even though I'm not a big fan of like bloody, gory type stuff anyway. But I still think it's pretty cool that we know we're getting like a battle damage Peter Parker like head sculpt, where you can see that the blood on it too. I think that's awesome. And again, like I mentioned before, it looks like he does have like a lot of hair, but his hair was like that in the film. And if I'm not mistaken, I do feel like he kind of looks like too old, but I could be wrong though. But I do think it's still like an awesome likeness to Andrew Garfield. And here are some other accessories that I think make the figure like definitely worth buying. Spider-Man also comes with like a book bag, and he also has like a skateboard. I think that is so cool that we're getting these kind of accessories. And I think the skateboard looks amazing. You can see how weathered and like filthy and like dirty it looks, you know, like you can see all like the graffiti underneath it. I wonder if all that is really accurate too, to how it looked in the film. Even the tires look like filthy, like dirty, like they're wore out, like the yellow tires on the skateboard. And the backpack looks amazing too, so I guess you probably can put some of your accessories in there, probably like his mask, like the camera and stuff like that. Probably can fit in there. I'm sure you'll be able to unlock it, unzip it. But still, just these two accessories right here, along with like the camera, made this really like a must buy for my opinion. Just having those kind of accessories, because I can even share them with my other like Spider-Man like figures, you know, from Hot Toys. Yeah, I think this is amazing. Another cool accessory I think is awesome. Spider-Man actually comes with a camera too. So yeah, I think that's so awesome that we're getting like a camera for Spider-Man, because that is like one of the major things that he always did have, like in the comic books and so on. He always had like the camera around, So I think that's pretty cool that we're getting like a camera with this particular version. But then there's also like a special edition exclusive where you would get interchangeable eyepieces too, plus as well as an external camera flash. But this is only exclusive to like the special edition version of the Amazing Spider-Man 6-scale figure. So now the lens will be black on this particular one, because I've been seeing people complaining or ranting about that the lens on the Amazing Spider-Man 2 6-scale figure, like the recently released 2.0 version, they were saying that the eyes on that were like too white. They should have been dark, like how these are dark. But I still do think it's like an amazing piece though. I mean, like the accessory, the idea that we get in the camera, I think that's awesome. Now, the diorama stand that comes with the deluxe version, this is one of the things I'm curious about. It looks so awesome, but God, like the space that I think that you would need for this, I don't think this would fit like in a DTOF or blocking unless you remove some of the figures, or unless we move some of the figures that we already had inside and made room for it. Because from what I'm seeing from the promo pics, they saying that it will be 62 centimeters high, so I think that's kind of way up in the air if I'm not mistaken. But it still be cool though. I can tell that he would have like the dynamic pole that you could put around his waist, because you can see it like in the promo images where like Peter's like hanging on the stand. You can tell that they have the diorama thing like wrapped around him, like in this particular pic right here. You can kind of see it wrapped around his waist, so you can tell that the stand will go all the way that high up into the air. So I still think it's pretty cool, and it's also a USB powered diorama stand too as well, because it lights up, but you will use like the USB-C cord for this. Now, Hot Toys has the Amazing Spider-Man 6-scale Spider-Man figure scheduled to be released between the 3rd and 4th quarters of 2025. So yeah, this is definitely a must-buy for me, and easily like one of my most anticipated figures of 2025. Just some of the accessories alone, like the skateboard, the backpack, the camera. I think stuff like that is just awesome. Like those kind of like items and accessories. And plus, I think the tower, like the radio tower, I do think that's awesome, but it will probably take up a lot of space though. Like I mentioned earlier, apparently it's 62 centimeters high. So whoa, I think that's kind of high. But yeah, I think that definitely makes it like worth picking up too as well. So yeah, I'm definitely excited about this, and I would definitely be picking this particular piece on up. So yeah, this is like awesome news and unexpected, because I really wasn't expecting to get this version of the Amazing Spider-Man, this 2.0 version, yeah, I guess you could call it. Now, Hot Toys has the Amazing Spider-Man 6-scale Spider-Man figure scheduled to be released during the 3rd and 4th quarters of 2025. So again, I'll be definitely picking this particular piece on up. I think the accessories that he has are pretty cool too, like the skateboard, like the camera, like the book bag. He has some pretty cool accessories, which I think is awesome. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to picking this on up. So this is the Hot Toys, the Amazing Spider-Man 6-scale Spider-Man figure. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.